it's Wendy, aka Kitty Street, and welcome back to my channel. And I have something I want to say. This is a little chit chat video. It's rounding out the end of February, and I thought I would come on since I did a crazy video in January and give you some updates. And I also got a little bit of a review on a Temu item, this jellyfish lamp, okay? So I am going to be putting some videos in here. I don't know if you already started it with some videos or I'm popping it in here now, but I am doing a little Temu review on this awesome little jellyfish lamp. And I'm going to tell you right now, it has its ups and it has its downs. But yeah, it's right here in the background. And I do have the lights on, but if you can see, that you just missed it because I was videoing and trying to get everything set up, and the wind is going nuts and it's pitch black and it's like probably 5:51 p.m. It's been windy here all day. It's been storming off and on. So yes, February is going out. We're on the last couple of days, and I thought I would just, do it like a little check-in, and I decided to do it real quick. And yeah, just kind of tell you what's been going on with me. First of all, things are a lot better. I still have some of the things dragging on and issues from January. We don't really have a permanent home for Shirley and Homer, my sons, or my fur babies, my son's dogs. We're trying to figure that out. He's trying to, maybe get another house and get them back. But right now, they're safe and sound, and they're loved, and they're still within the family, but it still tugs at my heartstrings every time I go out and look in the backyard or don't hear the barking, or, it kind of breaks my heart, but I know they're safe, and the universe and the dear Lord's going to fix all that. And on a nice note, I had forgotten that we have deer. There's like a family of deer. I don't know if it's a male, or I don't think it's the male. I think it's like maybe it's a female and two little ones. I don't know, does, that used to come all the time prior to us getting any animals, and they have returned. So I guess they know the yard's a free reign now, and they don't have to worry about the dogs barking at them. So I do have animals and pets, and there's rabbits and all kinds of stuff, and there's definitely squirrel. But anyway, I digress. So in February, this was a busy month. And when I say busy, I'm not going to get into all the different holidays and stuff and events. Just a lot of stuff going on. And yeah, I'm glad it's kind of moving on. This month was long, but it's supposed to be the shortest month of the year. And here we got Leap Day. Now, I don't know if I'm putting this out on Leap Day. I was trying to get a Dollar Tree haul done. It's going to be one or the other. But regardless, if I didn't already say it, happy Leap Day to you and yours. Don't really understand what the whole Leap Day, leap year kind of thing is, except it just kind of, I guess, averages out time. That's a whole nother story. But yes, guys, I just wanted to do an update and say, hey, things are great. I'm looking forward to March. March is bringing in, Easter. I didn't realize, I looked at the dates for Easter. I'm going to have competition with my clock here. But yes, I realized Easter was on the 31st. I believe it's the 31st, the last Sunday of March. So I'm like, wow, that's coming so fast. And yeah, the year just seems to be flying by. And really weird weather here in Georgia. And I want to talk about some things. And this just leads into this podcasty kind of thing that I'm wanting to do in the near future. What's going on? What's really going on in the world? I've had a lot of anxiety. I've told you guys I was having some skin issues. I did actually see a dermatologist and found out what it was, and definitely it was stress related. It's an autoimmune kind of situation going on, but they gave me something and literally it started clearing up like that. So, I feel so much better, and I feel relieved because I think, I was having all these patches all over me, and I'm like, what is this? So that kind of freaked me out. And yeah, it was just high levels of a lot of stress. So I'm going to tell you, like I tell myself, when it starts piling on and you can't control it. I don't know what this is on my shirt, but it's driving me nuts. A little piece of fuzz. If you can't control what's going on, step back and stop it right then, because I think what I was doing is I was trying to do a lot of stuff, maintain it, and just deal with stuff, and I really wasn't really dealing with it, honestly. I was just basically doing what Wendy normally does. Just, I put on my big girl panties and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be okay. Let me just get through a little bit more of this and I'll calm down. But a little bit more of this never stopped, and it just kept piling and piling and piling. And anybody who's human goes through it. But that's not what I really want to talk about. What I want to talk about right now is things are better. I understand what was happening. And just like a lot of folks, stuff is going to come at you, and we have to decide if we're going to let it attack us or we're going to attack it. And that's what I'm just going to say is the next rest of this year, going into March. We had the Lunar New Year that just passed. I'm starting over, and I'm saying, hey, let's try to make this the best year yet. But guys, every year is great, and every year is going to bring its challenges, and I'm just going to enjoy the ride. I'm going to enjoy the journey. And I'm going to keep bringing you hauls, and I'm going to keep, giving you these updates. And like I said, I just don't really know what's going on in the world. We had the AT&T situation. If you have AT&T, let me know. Comment. Let me know if you had any, situation where your cell phone went out or whatever, or your internet. Then we have the things, well, I don't know if you got Georgia Power. I know other states have different names for them, but our Georgia Power, our power went off several different times. I lost my TV channel, which is through AT&T. My phone system is not AT&T, and it's doing well. And I'm kind of glad for that, because I can keep doing these videos. And I honestly could mess around with my phone when the power was out at the house. It was really, really crazy. But all of these things are just, are we prepared? Are we really, really prepared for if we lost internet? What would we do, guys? What would we do? But in the meantime, I'm gonna keep making videos, and I'm gonna keep doing reviews, and I'm gonna keep bringing you hauls from all my favorite places. But let's talk about the little jellyfish, because that's really all I wanted to say. I'm good. My skin condition's healing. I feel less stress. I think January was a whirlwind, just like, January was a whirlwind, and February was a whirlwind too. But I can see March already starting to be better. Okay, I wanted to do an unboxing of the Jellyfish lava lamp that I purchased off Temu. I had a lot of requests to do a review on this one, and I'm curious myself to see how it's going to work. I think I paid around $10.35, and this was off of a sponsor. And here we go. So it is packed really nice. It's, a basic lava lamp looking thing. And everything looks like it's inside the little container here. All right, we got the instructions. And I'm definitely going to read the instructions, because anytime I'm dealing with water, I don't want to mess up anything. So yeah, they look pretty simple. And then you got the base. And of course, this particular one does have the USB cord, and you can also put batteries in it as well. And there's those cute little jellyfish. I think they're going to be really nice once I get it going and get it all set up. Now, I decided I'm going to go the route of the battery, because I do want to move this in different areas. And I'm going to go ahead and open it up at the bottom here. It seems pretty, easy to do. And you do need to have 3 AAA batteries. And of course, right here, I have the wrong batteries. So let me go grab the AAA batteries. Okay. You know how I roll, right? So you're going to put in the 3 AAA batteries. And these are from the Dollar Tree. I'm thinking they're pretty charged. We shall see when I get it turned on. It looks like this, I'm glad it's already showing the light, and I do hear the motor. I don't know if you can hear it in the background, because I am doing this voiceover. But yes, we got the 3 AAAs. Let me tighten it up, and let's proceed with reading the instructions. Okay, the batteries are in. And now I'm going to, per the instructions, put in some water. And I am going to be using some distilled water, because I feel like it would be better for me to use distilled water rather than tap water for these types of devices. And in the instructions, it says to fill the base about 95%. And I am going to go ahead and turn it off. I don't think that should be running, but I'm going to go ahead and fill it up. And let me add maybe just a little bit more for good measure. And I probably could have filled it up a little bit more than that. You can see those air bubbles. So the next step, it says to put in some dish detergent. Actually, you're supposed to put in 3 drops. And I have some Dawn dishwashing detergent that I'm going to put in. And it's got to go for about a minute. And that's just to get it inside the liquid, inside to the water, and have that motor probably stirring around. Oops, that was probably a little bit more than 3 drops. You know how I roll. So while the minute is passing us by, I just want to go ahead and say so far so good. You know, it looks like it's going to be doing the job. I am concerned because I don't hardly hear the motor, which maybe that's a good thing, but it's not really pushing the water up like I've seen some lava lamps do. And yeah, so let's look at the little jellyfish. And they are tiny, and they're stinking cute in my opinion. I got a pair of pink ones, and we're going to get ready to put them inside the water, the distilled water with the dish detergent. And what the whole base of this is probably going to be is that the motor is pushing up air to float the jellyfish around, and the lights are going to be changing colors, and you can watch a little show. At least that's what I'm hoping. All right, so we're rounding up about a minute, and I'm going to get ready to start putting the jellyfish inside this base, and we shall see what happens. Aren't they cute? They're stinking cute. Okay, so a minute's up. Let's go ahead and put the first one in. And I just love those colors. They're really, really vibrant. And there goes one. And now let's do the second one. And I do not have anything with me. You're supposed to, I thought maybe something would come with it, but it says if they're not floating down to begin with, they might have an air bubble, talking about the jellyfish, and that you can sink them down and turn them a little over so that the air bubbles will come out. So I'm probably going to have to get like a little stick or something that's long and push them down a little bit to get them going. We'll see. I'll do an update towards the end of March. If you guys like these types of videos, let me know. But I did want to do this review, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't know who watches this, and this is more for me than for anybody else. And the reason why I want to say this, because some people catch my videos. Sometimes they'll fast forward through it and they don't really listen to what's going on in the video. And I want to say this because I am not, I got a promotion, or not a promotion, I got a situation on my job in January. And now I don't do, everything's different. I mean, it's like a lot busier, a lot of changes. And I don't have, and most of these things happen in the very beginning of the week, like Sunday through Thursday, okay? And I have one day usually to breathe. So I used to do these TUE Tuesdays and reviews, and guys, it's not as easy as you think. I mean, I would love just to do a Temu haul and then jump in there and start reviewing stuff, but I don't have it like that. I've got a lot of things going on. My schedule's like up to here, and I do these videos because I love to do them and enjoy them. I'm not on a schedule, and I'm gonna say this right now. I want to do TUE Tuesdays, but it might be a TUE Thursday, which is what's happening today. It might be on a Friday. It might be on a Sunday. I don't know, and I don't know when it will be, but I will do them as I can, and I'll do them on products that I want to do them on. And if you have certain items that I've purchased and you're just like, hey, I want to know how that is, put it in the comments, and as soon as I get a moment to figure it out and I get to that item, and I can do a review, I'll bring it to you. But if I can't, I can't. I never knew where this channel was going, and I just feel bad sometimes when people are expecting me to perform, and this is not going to happen right now. I mean, my job is my top priority because that pays my bills. And until I can, win the lottery or get paid through YouTube really, really well, just to focus on this 100%, I can only really do it when I can do it, right? And I know you guys that for the most part that are with me and subscribe to me and has been with me for a while, you are not the ones I'm talking to. I know you already know that, and I already know I'm going to get comments. They're going to say, don't worry about it. It's your channel, yada, yada, yada. But for those who specifically, and you know who you are, who specifically want to put me in a box and tell me, if I say I'm going to do a review and then you hold me to that, that's fine. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a big procrastinator, and I do have good intentions to do, reviews on everything I get. But again, sometimes life happens. I don't have a lot of time, a lot of free time like I used to, because Tuesdays was a really great day for me. Now it's really not a great day for me. So I will try to do videos, and I'm trying to actually get around to doing other things because, I love Temu, but there is a big, big world out there, right? And I want to do different things because, I get tired. I mean, I'm actually watching other hauls, and I want to see different things. Maybe it's not so interesting for everybody, but when you do the same thing over and over again, you expect it. So I'm going to keep it a little bit different. I don't really have a schedule. Sometimes I definitely try to get you guys a couple of videos every week, if not sometimes every day of the week. It just depends on, the time that I can get and put it in. And again, I do this for fun, and I do this in my spare time, and I do it because it's really therapy for me when I talk and have these videos, when I can get these things off my chest. And I appreciate everybody, even the ones who put the comments like they're, correcting my spelling, or if I don't say say something in a description right, and you tell me what it is, that's fine. I get it. I mean, I really do. And I have no problem with that. It's just when someone's like, I thought you said you were going to do this on Tuesday, or where's the review, or where's... I'm trying. I'm doing the best that I can, and it's not as easy. And you really have to like doing this stuff, because if you didn't like doing this, it would drive you nuts, because it's really crazy. It's just like today. I wanted to kind of start this video when it was like windy outside. That's the whole purpose of me sitting here. That was the only reason of me sitting right in this particular space, or I would have been, at my filming room. But the wind was just whipping back and forth, and it made me start to think, am I prepared if my power goes out? And I don't know, I'm going to flip it over. I don't know if I can do it. I might have to turn the whole thing, and then you'll see my whole house. I have a trunk that's right behind me, and I don't know how this is going to turn. I don't know the best way to do it. Let's see. I want to try to just turn it. So yes, this is the infamous trunk, or whatever you want to call it, where I house a lot of my extra stuff in case the power goes out, if something terrible was to happen. And I think a couple people mentioned to me before, what was I talking about? Because they have bug out bags, which actually in that trunk, I have a couple of bug out bags that have a small amount of stuff in it. And then I have other areas where there's actually just a bug out bag. And if you don't know what a bug out bag is, we'll talk about that in another video. But I just wanted to, say, are you prepared? Am I prepared? Sometimes I get real relaxed and I think everything's fine. And then what happens? The power goes out. You know, like I was saying, there it is. You know, I got that at a yard sale, this little trunk. And I've had it for probably 20 years. And I haven't been in it in quite a while. And I'm kind of interested about seeing if you guys would like to have me open that up and go through it and see what's in it. And maybe, you know, get some more prepping types of things off of different, you know, websites like Temu, etc. Maybe some stuff from the Dollar Tree. I don't know, because it's probably some time I need to do some updating in this little particular trunk. And yeah, so with that said, let me come back to myself here. So yeah, so I just, you know, am kind of curious about what's happening. I'm all about the world these days, and I just want to know if you guys are prepared and some, you know, share some kind of things back and forth, because, you know, I wouldn't really know how to act if I would lost all of my internet and all my cell phone. I mean, I think I am. I mean, I've got my ideas and I've got things staged around, you know, that I've had for years. And sometimes I get real relaxed and I like I said, I just think to myself, okay, what just happened here? And I don't want to be like that. So let me know if you're interested in that kind of video. And it doesn't have to necessarily be prepping. It could just be for safety, for emergency outages, camping, you know, just to have extra supplies for, you know, when you need it, because you never really know when you might need something. And that leads into the kind of thing I want to talk about, because I am definitely trying to get the podcast, but, you know, on top of everything happening, it's just getting a little bit pushed out. But I am working on that, and I'm working on getting a PO box, and I'm working on a lot of other things, you know, other than just, you know, showing you goodies that I get off, you know, Temu and, you know, other places that I shop. I love doing that, and I'm going to continue to do that for the rest of my life, because I don't believe I was just born to go to work, wake up, go to sleep, and pay bills. No. I really believe that now I'm in my, you know, I'm getting older. My kids are grown. I love my little grandson to pieces, but I'm getting to a point in my life where, you know, there is a little bit of extra money, and I'm trying to remodel my house, which is something a project that I'm really working on as well. And I'm thinking about showing you guys different videos on how I do that, because I've gave myself to July if I'm going to really sink some money into this property, or what I'm going to do, what's my future going to be. But anyway, with all that said, March looks like it's going to be a pretty spectacular. There's a lot of goodies coming out. I do have some great ideas for some videos. Now, I did get one suggestion to have a weird video, like weird items off of Temu, and I'm thinking about doing that because I have come across a couple things. I'm like, what is that? And I would love to do that, and maybe even do it, reviewing it as I'm doing these kind of things. Let me know if you want to see that, and comment, let me know what kind of things you're interested in, or if you just like the simple, really plain hauls where I just show you the stuff that I get. And I'm definitely going to have some sponsorship ones, because I mean, you know, they pay me to do that, and they give me extra money, and I'm why not? I mean, I get all these stuff. I got this off of a sponsorship, and let's talk about that before I keep rambling on. And I hope everybody is doing well. Keep your prayers coming. If you need prayer, put it in the comments. I'm praying for you too. I prayed so much for everybody from my January, you know, let's talk about it, I got something to say video, and man, I don't have any problems compared to some people out there. And I'm just so grateful that, you know, I have a community and I'm building it, and I'm going to keep on praying, and I hope you keep on praying for me. So with that said, let's look at this back here. Now you kind of can see it. I'm gonna bring it up here to you. Okay, so here's the thing. It's still got the little jellyfish in there, but you see that they're stuck up there at the top and they don't really move. And I found out a lot of it has to do with the strength of the battery. Now I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, this is just, you know, simple. I do have the batteries in here, and I do have Dollar Tree batteries in here, so I don't know if that might make a difference. But when you turn it on, and what I was finding that when you turn on off the colors, at one point it just stayed one color, which was red. And the little jellyfish, they stayed right at the top, and you know, you can mess around and sink them down, but the motor is not really going on. So I had they might have been weak batteries. So I took the first batteries out that I showed you when I did this video. I don't know if I already popped it in, or I might be popping it in right now, but that first video, it was perfect. And I let it run for probably 3 hours while I was working, and it was beautiful. And then I went to go, you know, do some errands, run some things right after work. And I noticed that it was just all red, and the little jellyfish were right here at the top. So I turned it on and turned it off, and then I thought, what's going on? I changed the water. I didn't know what was happening. So why am I telling you this? Is because it was wonderful when I first set it up, and it was doing what it said it was going to do. But then the motor just sounded like it was just getting weaker and weaker and weaker. And then I went and changed the batteries, and right before I got on this video, it was working fine, and the jellyfish were moving around and all that. So it is something I want to, you know, let you know. Like I said, I don't know exactly what it is. I have not tried it with the USB cord. I don't know if that makes a difference. And I don't really have a problem with it because I love things with lights. I really wish it would move around. That was the whole point of it. I did put a little bit more detergent in it. I don't know, but they don't move. They're not moving around. And, you know, you can stick them down, and they say what happens is that they get air bubbles. So I'm going to see, I got this little spatula, and I turn them up a little bit, and they were just doing so well for about 3 hours. And then I don't know what happened. Comment anybody who has one of these and let me know if yours, you know, move around, because they were so stinking cute. And I still like it. I don't have a problem with it. It's just, you know, why would you want to watch something that's just it's just going to sit right there. So if you're in the market of buying this, because this was around 10 bucks, a little over 10 bucks, you know, let me know if you have one. And if you do purchase one, let me know how it works for you. And yes, if I had not got this off the sponsorship, and if I can't check it out with the USB or check out different batteries, I would probably be returning it. I'm not joking, because the whole point of it is to see the little jellyfish going up and down. So that's Wendy's honest review on this jellyfish lamp. It didn't come on Tuesday. It's coming on Thursday. I love the colors of it. But again, and it does say on the instructions that you don't need to run this more than 8 hours. And I think, like I said, the max, I had it almost like 3, because I was trying to get this video out because I wanted to do this little talk with you guys. And I wanted to, you know, let you know how it is. And again, I still like it. I'm going to still play around with it. Just the colors alone, you know, they're sitting up there, you know, they just want out. I think they just want out. I do really like it though, guys. And yes, with that said, I just kind of want to wrap up the video. And, you know, I want to try to do more videos like this. And this is very impromptu. I'm talking a lot. I'll even put that in the video description, because I still get people, I'll put on there, this is a long video, hashtag chatty video. And there will still be those who comment and say, you talk too much. Nobody really has no idea. I didn't even know how much I could talk. But I know what it is because most of the day I don't talk at all. I work remote. I work with my brain. I'm working on a computer. I hardly talk at all. So when I get off work, it's like I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to go at it. And I usually make my videos around that time. And that's what's going on. I just get excited to be able to just speak to, you know, everybody. So I have all these stories. And one of my coworkers said to me just a couple, was it this week? She was like, you are a storyteller. And I said, girl, you have no idea. I have a lot of stories in me. But what I really, really want to focus on, and why I like this, and why, you know, I'm assuming you guys are deciding to listen to me talk, and you're subscribing, and you're telling me that you want more, is because you need a friend. You need some positivity, and you need to, you know, hear real talk. If I watch a video where everything is perfect, and I mean the person's, you know, dressed to the T, their makeup's on point, there's nothing going on, and there's just this big fake smile, and everything around it just looks phony. And I know I put up backdrops and stuff like that, but that's more for me and my time, and it's just simpler for me to do that. But I don't like fakeness, and I'm not going to ever be fake. One thing I can promise you, no matter how long I start doing these videos, and I know people, some of them who has started 10 years ago, they've gotten more, you know, I'm going to just say more professional or whatever, and it does look a little bit more, you know, not real. I started saying not normal. That's not what I was going with. But some of them just look like they're just, you know, it's just too perfect. and that is never gonna be me. Never. And I am gonna be as honest as I possibly can, and I'm just trying to, you know, grow a community, and I want to talk. And part of my healing and a part of me growing is getting feedback. And so here it is. This is your opportunity to give me feedback. It doesn't necessarily have to be great feedback, because I have really sweet subscribers who tell me like it is sometimes, and I'm like, oh, that was a little testy, but they're doing it for my own good, because a lot of times it's either to help me or it's to help me grow. And yes, you know, I get my little feelings hurt every once in a while, not with my main subscribers, but it's so little, you know, there is so, I very seldom get horrible comments, and that's like blows my mind, which is great. And I think a lot of people just won't comment because maybe they don't want to say something negative. But regardless, I want to have motivational kind of talks, and I want to do better ones. And maybe the next one I'll be more prepared, because this one I just kind of did on the fly because I wanted to get this review out, and I just wanted to get you guys to see the crazy weather that's going on here. But it passed, but it sounds like the winds died down, and I can kind of chill out here for a little bit. But yeah, I got a lot of things to think about. Getting prepared for emergencies, trying to see what I'm going to do about working on my house, keeping the videos going, and keeping you guys entertained. Definitely want to do the reviews. They just might not be on a Tuesday. And I do try to do different stores. Why? Because I just can't get over some of the prices that these stores have. I probably will throw this in here, but if you've watched any of my DDS, or it's called DD's Discount Store, which is affiliated with Ross, not TJ Maxx nor Marshalls, and I was going to do another video, but since I'm talking, I might as well do it here. I had said you could go on their website. No, you can't. I thought you can go on it and look at it, but you cannot order off that website, which broke my heart. And I felt so bad for all you guys out there, because I was like, oh my gosh, you finally can get some stuff from DD's. Well, it's just a website that tells you stuff. It's not a place you can order. But yeah, so I am thinking about doing some other online websites. I'm not going to talk about it in this Temu review, but stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think I've talked enough, and I just love it. This is just relaxing me, and I just feel 100% better than January. And I'm on target, and like I said, I've got some surprises, and I've got some fun stuff planned, and let's see what happens. Let's grow. And definitely comment and tell me your interest. I do have the little dragon that I got off Temu that I'm going to be trying to name. I was trying to wait for my grandson to come, because I was even thinking about doing it in this video. But I want to put everybody that gave a name for the little dragon. Of course, the dragon's downstairs in my little area that I film at, usually with the backdrop. And I was going to put them all in like a little dish and, you know, put all the names, because I got about probably 30, 45 names. I don't even know. And I was going to have him pull it out. And he hasn't been here for the last, you know, week. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so I will definitely try to get that out very soon. I'm curious. There were so many names, and I don't know if I'll list them on there or just kind of talk them out. There's a lot. But you guys are so creative. And I mean, there was a couple of them. I'm like, oh, I'm going to pick that one. I'm going to pick that one. But whatever gets picked, it'll be picked randomly. And hopefully my grandson will be able to pick it out. And if he doesn't do it and I don't see him in the next day or two, then I'll just have to pull it out. But regardless, I got that coming. And why do I talk about the dragon? Because it's the year of the dragon. And that's important. Okay, this is why is this important? Because dragons are mythical creatures. They're magical creatures, right? They're large and they breathe fire. So let's keep that momentum going into 2024, and let's just be dragons. If you want to be, if you could be anything, let's be a dragon. And since this is the year of the dragon, I'm all for that. All right, guys, please subscribe if you are new here. That will be wonderful. That helps my channel grow. Definitely, guys, always like my video and share them if possible. Check out my other videos. I know some people say I only watch Temu, and some people say I watch your Dollar Tree hauls, but I don't even have a Dollar Tree. You guys are, you know, this is a channel of love. And yeah, even though February is going out, and I had my little, I don't know if you guys see it now, but I had my little love shirt on. I was thinking the whole time, okay, what's March going to be? So whatever March is, let's hope it's not going to be March Madness. Lord, I don't know if I could handle that. But let's see what March brings for YouTube, for Kitty Street, and you guys. And I love you, and thank you for listening and supporting me. It means the world. All right, guys. Thank you for subscribing. See you very, very soon. Bye.